So, you're thinking about starting a side hustle, and maybe the idea of launching a YouTube channel has been on your mind. But where do you even begin? And is it really even possible to make money from it? If those are questions that you're asking, then this video is made just for you. Today, I'm walking you through the 2 key elements of what I call Step 0. The work that happens before you ever even hit record. We're talking about the research, the writing scripts, and yeah, gathering gear. Basically, all the groundwork that it takes to make your first video possible. This video isn't about my first YouTube upload. Nope, I'm taking you back even further to what comes before the camera and before the lights and before the microphone. I'm talking about Step 0, the messy, the late nights, the early mornings, the doubting yourself but still dreaming part. That's what I'm sharing today, the real beginning of a YouTube journey. But before we dive in, I'm Renee, and on this channel I try to inspire moms to examine their spending habits, earn extra income, and build a life free of financial worry. If that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's talk about you starting your YouTube side hustle. So, why do any of us want to get started? Maybe you're just entering a new season of life and you want to supplement your income, or maybe you're hoping that a YouTube channel could actually be something ongoing or scalable because you're just tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you're even burned out on your current career. Or maybe you just can't shake that quiet little nudge that says you should start a YouTube channel. That nudge might not be going away, and it might actually be growing from a whisper to a voice to like a full-on dream. Even if you don't know how to start, even if you don't have all the fancy equipment or the tech know-how, or even if you're on a tight budget, deep down you know you need to at least try. Well, here are a few takeaways that helped me even before I ever even posted my first YouTube video. Step 0, Part 1, research. When you feel that tug to start, then your first move is definitely research. And when I say research, you guys, I mean YouTube becomes your second job. You watch everything. How to grow your channel, what kind of camera to use, how to edit your videos, how to speak confidently in front of the camera or look directly into the lens. Starting a YouTube channel comes with a learning curve, but just remember that everything new is always hard before it gets easy. And right now in this dreaming and learning phase, you don't know what you don't know. I don't have any prior experience with cameras or editing or lighting or teleprompters or even posting. And I'm definitely not tech savvy. But I would watch many different videos from people of all ages, both young and old, and I would think, okay, if this young girl can do it or this older guy can do it, then I can learn a few new skills. I just didn't know anything, so I focused my learning, and that's what I wanted to share with you. The first one I looked into was teleprompters. That was a game changer for me. Now, you don't need to use a teleprompter if you're already comfortable speaking without a script, but I did try that, and I would just freeze when I would push the record button. Also, if you want to connect with your audience through eye contact, then a teleprompter can really help with that. The biggest takeaway that I learned about using a teleprompter is the margins. When you go into the app setting, you'll actually have the ability to set up your margins, and when your margins are set really wide, then the viewer can kind of see your eyes moving back and forth and tracking the screen. But if your margins are set really narrow, then that eye movement is very minimal and hard to even notice in the video. So it just allows you to have a more natural conversation with your audience. You'll also want to practice reading a script before you hit record, because with narrow margins, the words, long words, short words, can be broken up into 2 lines, and it just can make it confusing when you're trying to read it. For example, when I just said you're trying to read it, the words your, that was Y-O-U, and then apostrophe R-E, so your and the apostrophe R-E below it. So it just makes it a little bit confusing. It's not too tricky, it just takes some getting used to. My advice is definitely look into using a teleprompter, and then you can also just download the teleprompter app for free on your phone. Play around with it, see if that's even something that you're interested in or is helpful. It just allows you to look directly at the camera instead of maybe like glancing over at notes or bullet points. I also like teleprompters because you can just upload your scripts really easily, and then you can also revise them before you hit record if you found something that you needed to change. Next, thumbnails. These are the covers for your videos and one of the first impressions that you'll make with your viewers. So researching this is a really important step because it'll show you how to customize your thumbnail so that when you go to upload your YouTube video, then you're not just using the ones that are generated through YouTube. My takeaway with thumbnails are they are quick and easy and they can have a big impact. You just take a photo on your phone in portrait mode so that the background's a little bit softer and a little more blurred. Next, crop it to 16:9 and then enhance it. I use the vibrant setting so that it's just bright and kind of eye-catching for viewers. Next, download the free Fonto app. Some people use Canva and that probably works too, but I use Fonto to add that colorful text to my photos. Learning the skill and having your thumbnail made ahead of time will speed up your process when you go to upload your first video. Actually, right after I record my video, I go take my little thumbnail photo in the same clothes that I'm wearing so that my thumbnail and my video match. And then while I upload my video and I'm waiting to edit, then I can just run it through Fonto, add in my text. That leads me to editing. This was the part that probably intimidated me the most. If you're new to editing, it feels like a pretty daunting task, but just like everything else, it gets easier with time and practice. You'll want to educate yourself on those editing tools by watching videos because that's what makes your video watchable and engaging for your viewer. Obviously, there'll be a lot more things that you'll want to research to get you started, but these are the ones that I found most helpful. Writing scripts. Here's the truth. Your script writing phase may involve late nights or early mornings. You may find yourself typing out ideas at 2 a.m. while the rest of your family is still asleep. But during this time, the excitement is building because something within you is waking up. So writing scripts will really help you organize your thoughts and clarify your message for your viewer and plan content that will connect to people. I like to run my draft through ChatGPT for feedback and polishing. That way it just allows me to delete sections where I may sound too wordy or just stay focused so that I sound more natural in my delivery. But my advice is don't just write for writing's sake. Just ask yourself, who am I making this video for? What problem am I helping them solve? If you try to cover every single idea that you have in your brain all at once, then your content may sound overwhelming and scattered. My biggest takeaway that I learned from researching is to niche down. Originally, I had so many thoughts that I thought were interesting, like maybe creating videos around me teaching or cleaning my house or organizing videos or life hacks for staying healthy for women over 50 or just funny mom videos about living life with teens. I just thought I'll do all of them and just see which ones viewers like, and that sounded pretty sensible to me. But then during my research phase, I watched several videos that said, you know what, you should really niche down. Otherwise, it's kind of like throwing darts at a bunch of boards and never really hitting a bullseye. So here's a better way to think about it. If you're only speaking to one person, if only one person watches your video, who is it? Then just write for that one person. Be real, be helpful, and be you. For me, my audience is single moms because that's the authenticity piece of my life that will allow me to tell my story. It's the life that I lived and it's the life that I understand. If I can only encourage one mom to stay hopeful through their storm of divorce, or to encourage one mom to start a side hustle to bring in extra income, or to encourage one mom to let go of the past and realize that blended families are pretty great too, then I know other moms will be able to relate to my story. Another takeaway that I have from script writing is don't forget to include a clear intro and outro. So hook people in within the first 30 seconds, and for your outro, give them something to do, like to subscribe or check out your next video. My final takeaway is to batch write your scripts ahead of time. The one thing that really helped me in the beginning was I wrote out my first 10 video scripts before I ever even hit record. By doing that, I gave myself a runway. When it came time to film, I wasn't like stressing out over what to say. I could just focus on recording and editing. Batch writing your scripts frees up your mental energy. You're not reinventing the wheel every single time that you sit down to film. Instead, you're executing a plan that you already have mapped out. Part 3, gathering the gear. Once you've done the research and started writing your script, it's time to gather the basics. For me, this included just the following: a tripod. It was affordable, and I thought it was better than just propping up my camera on a stack of books. Your camera on your smartphone might be good enough, but for me, storage was an issue, so I just ended up borrowing the camera from a family member to get started. A microphone. Okay guys, I still haven't invested in a microphone because I don't know which one to buy. which is why my videos might sound a bit echoey, but it's on my purchase list. So thanks for bearing with me and watching with the sound quality not so amazing. So I'm just using a camera that has a built-in mic. Lighting. Front lighting is key. You can use natural light just coming in from a window, or place a lamp in front of you just to get started, which is what I'm using. I have the natural light from the window and a little lamp placed in front of me. Also on my purchase list is definitely a light box. So what I'm saying is, don't let the lack of equipment hold you back. You can always upgrade at a later date. Okay, a computer. You're obviously going to need a computer for editing and uploading, and probably an external hard drive. I'm just using my daughter's computer because I don't think I'm allowed to use my teacher computer to start my side hustle. Anyways, an adapter. If you're using a camera that records on a SIM card or an SD card, then you're definitely going to need an adapter to transfer your video files onto your computer for editing. Teleprompter attachment. If you decide to use the teleprompter app, which I recommended at the beginning of this video, then you'll need a teleprompter attachment. This device just fits over the camera lens and allows you to place your phone on top of it so that you're reading your script, and it's like a mirror image so that you can look directly into the lens. Well guys, don't stay stuck in ground zero forever. Give yourself a timeline and a to-do list. I didn't start my journey until early 2025 when I was feeling that nudge. I started batch writing my scripts that first day that the school bell rang and I was out for summer. I gave myself basically 2 months during summer break to learn all these new skills, write my scripts, and start publishing my videos. If you have a deadline and that sense of urgency, then hopefully that will motivate you and propel you forward. But don't overthink this part. Use what you have, and you can always improve or upgrade as you go. Well, you guys, I hope this video gave you some clarity on step 0, because before you ever post your first video, you're already putting in the work. You're dreaming, you're researching, you're writing at midnight or 5 a.m. because that's the only time that you have. And this step matters, you guys. Even when no one sees it, you're already on your path. Step 0 counts. Just to let you know, I am going to be documenting my YouTube journey because I don't have it all figured out, and I just thought it might be helpful to see someone kind of doing it messy and kind of doing it scared and making mistakes and trying to figure it out solo. But I'm doing it anyway. So if this speaks to you, then let's build something together from nothing. We all know that income is our biggest wealth building tool. So if you're thinking about doing YouTube as a side hustle too to make some real money, then this channel is actually for us. I'll be posting my monthly updates and showing you my progress from 0 views and 0 subscribers all the way to when I get monetized and joining the YouTube Partner Program. So if you're ready to stop thinking and you're ready to start creating, then go ahead, like and subscribe, hit that bell, and let's take this journey together. Good luck to you guys. Go out and create. See you in the next video.